take place. Back to the mall in the old school days. Kicking it back with stories exchange. This is before everything changed. Oh, 2 for 5 at Mickey D's. Sears catalogs and memories. Eclectic is taking you back. Just turn the page. Took me for everything changed.
What's up, everybody? Before everything changed, it's been a minute. Look, you know, one of the things that I didn't like, that I remember in the 80s is when they sold everything on TV, because there was no internet, so there was no Amazon, there was no going on your phone and order stuff. So they had all the infomercials. They had things like the kitchen gadgets, that they had Ginsu knives. The Ginsu knives, the original, but wait, there's more shits. They were cutting tomatoes extra thin and slicing cans, because you need a knife to slice cans. And then it would cut a tomato after the can. Like, now I got metal. Anyway, but nobody in America actually needed to cut a hammer. And then at some point, people were selling them door to door. But yeah, you would see them on TV. The Vegematic. It was like a vegetable slicer that supposedly changed lives. You know, you dice onions in seconds and make French fries and save hours in the kitchen. Most people, if they got it, because you had to call. It was embarrassing, slight, kind of cool. If you went over somebody's house and saw it, it's like, I know how you got that. You didn't go to Kmart. You called, and you gullible. But people like used it twice, and then it disappeared into a cabinet forever. That was all. You had the pocket fisherman. You had a pocket fisherman. It was a fishing pole that folded into a tiny case. It was like, oh, you can take it anywhere. Like, it looked cool, but I'm walking around with a fishing. I mean, what are we doing? You had all the exercise shits, like the Thigh Master. What was that? Suzanne Summers did that. You know, you toning your thighs while you're watching TV, just squishing your thighs together. And it had the Richard Simmons workout tapes and sweating to the oldies. Just because it wasn't a fucking 24-hour fitness. You would have to you throw in your VCR tape and you do all of your calisthenics in front of the TV. You had that, the Thigh Master, and Buns of Steel. You had Buns of Steel. This is back when a certain demographic wanted a flat.
Well, I owe it all to Buns and Steel. I've lost 20 pounds and I've kept it off for a year now, and I feel great.
That's wonderful. Well, Danielle, Buns of Steel has done wonders for you. What about Buns of Steel Platinum?
Well, the greatest thing about the Platinum series is that you are still targeting those hard-to-work areas like the buns and the abs.
89, you know, you needed that. It's a little different. You had the Flowbee for hair. Obviously not in my neighborhood, but you had the Flowbee. Like, a lot of this stuff, if kids today saw the things that people were ordering off TV for actual use, they would think it was an April Fool's joke. They wouldn't believe that fucking parents was getting these things. You had the Mr. Microphone. You had the clapper. That's a classic.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off. The clapper. let you turn
And you
things
couldn't
on
get
or
the
off
clapper
from anywhere in the room.
in a store at first. You had to remember the old lady clapped the lights off and immediately fell asleep like she died. I think the clapper was hooked up to her fucking the IV. So she just immediately fell out. That was mind blowing technology, you know. Oh, remember the Franklin Mint chess sets? Yeah, the chess sets. It was made of pewter. It was the first time I ever
Den
heard of
office.
pewter.
The set is unique, and so is its board. Hand-worked, pewter-finished with fitted case, both provided at no additional charge. You acquire your set in an easy, systematic way. Simply call 1-800-334-6000 and receive 2 Civil War chess pieces every other month. You pay for only 1 piece at a time, only $17.50 a month. A remarkable price for art of this
You
quality.
can get those. The Chia Pets. The Chia Pets was originally only online. I don't know why people bought Chia, but they did. Those things. The China sets. Oh, the fancy dishes. Those come from the Franklin Mint too, but they had the dishes, and you would just buy your fine china from TV because why not? All of the music, like these, it wasn't necessarily. It was albums and tapes. It was 8 tracks. They would sell like, for lack of a better phrase, mixtapes.
Hi, if you like soft rock music like we do, you'll love Sessions' new album called Secret Love.
It has 48 soft rock classics by the original artist.
Just listen.
Like all the best of Conway Twitty. They would just sell all these different types of compilation albums, the best of people, or just mixes of stuff.
Your choice of 4 records or 3 cassette tapes for only $19.95.
Here's how to order.
Credit card and COD customers call toll-free 1-800-441-1600. That's 1-800-441-1600. Or save $3 in COD fees by sending $19.95 for 4 records or 3 cassette tapes, plus $2.50 shipping and handling to Secret Love, 568 Lincoln Avenue.
They would sell those on TV. The one that I really... All right, look, this is what I did want one thing. I wanted one thing. Remember the drawing test? You would have to mail off or call to get a drawing test, and then you would draw that turtle or the pirate. It was one other thing. I forget it was 3 things. Maybe it was a lady. I don't know. But I know it was a turtle and a pirate. I'm like, I could draw those. And you're supposed to get it and draw them and send them back. And then I guess they were like, well, you're good. You go to art school. I don't know. I don't remember what the point was other than drawing it, because I was like, you could just trace that. I mean, I wouldn't, and I guess they would know. They would line it up. I don't know. Anyway, but I did want that drawing test because I could draw, and I was going to show everybody that I was nice with it, but I never got it.
Needed to become a serious art student. To find out, simply call toll-free, and Art Instruction Schools will send you this enjoyable art test. There's no cost or obligation. Take the test at home in your spare time and mail it to us when you're done. Our experts will review and grade your test. Call our toll-free number today for your free art test.
But that turtle, the turtle was mad easy to draw. And like, you know, as time moved forward, but you still didn't fully commit to the internet. You had your ShamWow and the Snuggie, but all of those things was you couldn't go into the store to get. Today's episode is sponsored by Green Garden Hose Water. Naturally aged in a rubber tube, served at exactly 117 degrees, with notes of tire and copper. No electrolytes, no filter, just childhood. Use promo code TASTELIKESUMMER for 8,000% off your first imaginary gallon and receive a complimentary beef line into your face. Green Hose Water, the original sports drink. But it was a time when you would just, it was things you could only get from calling toll-free numbers. They sold sea monkeys. It was supposedly tiny underwater people with crowns. You know what it was? It was brine shrimp. But Mason Live, see emojis. All those commercials start with, "Are you tired of?" Or someone show someone like falling or messing up at something real simple and looking into the screen like, "Oh, it has to be an easier way." It introduced a miracle invention. Always said, not sold in stores. Uh, but wait, there's more. We'll double your order. You just gotta pay separate shipping and handling. It was free. You just gotta pay. Just pay for us to send it to you, and the shipping somehow costs almost as much as the actual thing. It was it was a time. It was a time. The 80s, they didn't invent online shopping. They invented impulse buying. Back then, you didn't scroll TikTok shop at 2 a.m. You watched a guy slice through a boat with a Ginsu knife. You saw a vacuum-powered haircut machine. You clapped your lights on, and somehow convinced yourself you absolutely needed a pocket-sized fishing pole. Yeah, and if you called in the next 15 minutes, they throw. Remember they had the Sports Illustrated. You get a subscription, and then you get the football phone. Oh, now you call right now. We'll give you some other shit you don't want. Give us your credit card information. We're gonna bill you forever. But speaking of commercials, you see we got new sponsors. See we got new ads on the before everything. Today's episode is sponsored by pipe cleaners. Not for pipes, not for cleaning, for making spiders with googly eyes that your mom had to keep on the refrigerator for 6 months. Use promo code Look Mom and Look Like Nana's Eyebrows for 9,000% off absolutely nothing, and receive 3 invisible pom-poms, pipe cleaners, turning kindergartners into abstract artists since forever. So, you know how we get down in the podcast world. We use those promo codes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys listening to the show, and then until next time, this is before everything changed.
Before everything changed. This before easy podcast. This is the before everything changed. Easy podcast. Easy. This is the before everything changed. Oh, oh.
This is before everything changed.